Hey, what's going on? It's Bill Burr, and this is the Monday Morning Podcast for Monday, March 3rd, 2014. I'm recording live, as I always do, live to tape here, live to digital, whatever the fuck it is, here in Toronto, Ontario. And that person yawning in the background like a fucking old man is New Jersey, the pride of New Jersey. Paul Verzi. What's going on, brother?
What's up, man? What's going on?
How are you enjoying Canada so far?
Well, you know, dude, the food, right? We were talking about the food here has been. Yeah. When have you heard me say, I got to tell you, put New York aside, because you know I'm a big New York food guy. I mean, the food here has been knocking out of the park, man. It's been incredible.
Yeah, in Moncton and Halifax, one of them was that ale house place.
The first place we went to,
What's it called? The Triangle?
The Triangle, yeah.
Yeah. We went over there for lunch. Well, first of all, let's just back up for a second. One thing I did want to bring up was what's been fucking hilarious is Paul Verzi going through Canada, eastern fucking Canada. We're driving to Moncton and Halifax. I've never seen this in my life. Like, instead of a school crossing, they literally had that same yellow sign with the fucking moose on it.
Yeah.
I've never seen that. Okay? So typical Paul Verzi, typical fucking New Yorker. You just go places and that never done. This guy has been trying to order an Arnold Palmer. Everywhere we've gone.
Yeah.
And what's funny is you've gone from saying confidently, "Can I have an Arnold Palmer?" to now you're just describing the ingredients. We were just downstairs. We started off like, "Can I get an Arnold Palmer?" And they would be like, "What?" And he'd be like,
"That's so true." That's you noticed I did that.
And he'd be like, "An Arnold Palmer." And they'd be like, "I'm sorry, I don't know." And iced tea, lemonade, Arnold Palmer. And then they're like, "No, we don't have that. You got an iced tea?" "No, we don't have that either." So then the next time you order it, they're like, "Oh, what do you want for this?" And then we got to Halifax, and you ordered it this way. You go, "Yeah, you got an Arnold Palmer, Arnold Palmer, it's iced tea."
I was squinting my eyes
iced
like
tea, yeah, lemonade thing. You did that, and then downstairs in Toronto, you just go, "Yeah, I was wondering, do you have lemonade and iced tea, and you could maybe put those together?" And they're like, "Yeah, no, we don't."
I'm 0 for 3. I'm 0 for 3 with the Arnold Palmer. That's so. You know that as I did.
Why don't you order a Stan Makita? That's probably some sort of fucking drink up here. And they absolutely, of course we do.
Yeah, I give up. It's just going to be lemonade or iced tea from now on.
It's fucking hilarious. You have ordered that everywhere. The first time when you said, "Do you have an Arnold Palmer?" They're like, "Well, you go, yeah, mostly lemonade and then just a splash of iced tea." And I'm like, "All right, you hang out with Lawhead because that's how Lawhead."
Well, he gets more lemonade too.
Yeah.
That's a one knock I'll give Canada. That's the food's been great, but they don't, not having lemonade is unacceptable.
Fucking hilarious.
How do you not have lemonade?
Because it's sub-zero up here. That's like some summertime shit.
Oh, lemonade's year round. Lemonade's incredible.
I'm not saying it's not good, Paul.
Yeah, with the first lady, did you see her face when I said that?
Do you have stock in the lemonade? You're like,
no, but
lemonade's year round. Lemonade's wonderful.
Step
right up.
The kid in the girl in Moncton. I go, "Can I get an Arnold Palmer?" And she froze up and she goes, an Arnold, and that's when I realized, dude, you're out of the country, man. You gotta.
Yeah.
And then you kind of just smirked and put your head down. I knew you were like, this is gonna be a disaster.
Yeah, like they don't even golf up here. They don't have golf up here. If you notice, there's no golf courses.
Yeah, I guess it was a little crazy.
Hilarious. We drove by one the other day.
What?
People golf up here. Like they know who Tiger Woods is.
No, they do, but it's just funny that I use an American golfer as a drink, thinking that some kid waitress would know.
And an American golfer from like the '60s. That would be like somebody from Canada going to like South Carolina and ordering a Rocket Richard.
And she was a 19-year-old Canadian waitress.
Oh, how about the little stuck-up chick at the fucking airport this morning in Halifax?
Yeah, I didn't like her.
The one jerk we've met in Canada. How nice are the people in Eastern Canada?
It's beyond.
They're unbelievable.
They're over the top nice. They've been great, and I agree with you. You know what? You said something, and I didn't say it because I thought you were going to be like, fucking Verzi complaining. But you ordered a juice, and then I ordered one, and I asked, "How's the root beer? How's the ginger one?" Remember?
Right.
I go, "How's the ginger hammer?" And she just kind of goes, she just looked at me dirty. She goes, "I don't like ginger, so I don't like it. But if you like ginger," and I was out right then. I was out when she said that.
Yeah, no. Then she went immediately to texting, and I just started thinking, oh, she must.
I didn't even see her text.
Yeah. She was at one point. She's one of those bored hot chicks.
She's working at the fucking airport. She's done.
Yeah,
it's over.
She looks in the mirror. She goes, I'm better than this, but I can't figure out a way out yet. You know?
Yeah, I mean,
there's got to be a dick to jump on, or something, right? She's probably gonna start fucking stripping out there in Eastern Canada. What's a good name for a titty bar in Eastern Canada? The Caribou Clam Shack, whatever. But dude, you were fucking hilarious when we we first of all I flew into Halifax, no, Moncton first night, Moncton, which is Moncton. I finally can fucking spell it. I hope I did it right though. From L.A., right?
Yeah.
And this fucking, you want to talk about having Tourette's? I land in Montreal. All right, and I don't know if I mentioned it last week, but I actually brought my hockey stuff. I brought my hockey bag with my fucking
that's so funny.
Because I set up a bunch of. I tweeted that I wanted to play when I was up here. So all these people, come here, play, and everybody's going, hey, I got stuff. You can use stuff. Don't worry, we'll buy it. We'll buy you a new jock. And I'm like, that's fucking disgusting. I'm gonna lug my shit up here, right? So I'm thinking, all I got to worry about is I'm going to drag it out of the car at LAX. Yeah. I stick it on one of those little fucking $2 things. Right. I wheel it to some guy. He takes it, and then I'm done. And then when I land in Moncton, I just fucking throw it on another one. It's not going to be that big a deal. It's annoying, but it's not that big a fucking deal. So what happens? I get to Montreal, right? There's no cart anywhere. I got the hockey bag on top of my wheelie bag, and I got my computer shit for all my mixer and the podcast, looking like a complete asshole. And in Montreal, right? Oh, no, wait. In Montreal, this is what you have to do. I figured I'd land in Montreal, I go through customs, and then I jump on a fucking plane. You got to claim your fucking bags. I don't know why. I was like, I guess... It's like, do you think I assembled a fucking bomb when I was on the plane? So I had to claim both those two asshole bags, then drag them back over to someplace else, right? And that part wasn't too bad.
That still sucks, though.
No, but then I got back upstairs. I had to go back through security again. It's like, did I assemble a fucking gun on the plane?
No, they admitted that to me there. It's funny you said that, because I said when I had the connection, because I flew from New York to Montreal and then from Montreal, and I said to the guy, I don't have to go. He goes, and I said he was really cool. The I guess TSA, I don't know, but he goes, our system's kind of screwed up here. That we don't have it right here yet. That's what he said.
Oh, he said that?
No, he said that. He was like, and I was like, oh yeah, because it doesn't. What am I going to do from here?
The TSA guy was cool with me too. When I went there, I actually had the paperwork. What are you doing up here? I go, I'm doing stand up. And he goes, yeah, the paperwork, and gave it to him. And he just goes, great. I wish everybody was like this. Because I'm doing Just for Laughs. So Just for Laughs is like the big comedy thing up here. So they know exactly what you're supposed to have. So it was so nice to come to this country and not lie. Because I always lie when I get it. What are you doing here? I'm visiting friends.
Yeah.
Where do they live? Near the stadium.
I got
So I always do that because I don't want to deal with... Because I never have the right paperwork. That happened to me when I was fucking going into Scotland. Mm-hmm. I downloaded everything. God knows, I'm fucking it up, but I'm blaming my reps. You guys didn't send me the right stuff. Yeah, we did. We sent it 3 times. So I always lie when I go into a country. I just say I'm visiting friends. It's weird when you're by yourself, but if you say you're visiting friends, and then they go, where do they live? And all you need is a fucking address.
Well, no, but I had that backfire because I came up with a comic. I came up to do the Comedy Nest up there, Jimbo's room, and... I probably should mention his name. It's fine. It's his room, right? Doesn't matter.
Yeah. You're not going to say the room sucks.
Right. No, it's a great room. It's actually, when you do the festival, you work out there and stuff. But we went there. We went there.
Maybe all right.
What a host. We went there, and we went there, and they go, what are you doing here? And the comic I'm with goes, just let me, we're telling, I'm visiting friends for the weekend. And they go, yeah, all right, just wait here. Came back. Got the websites online, saw that we were working at the club.
Give me a fucking...
No.
How did they
sat
figure
there,
that out?
Called them in, said, next time you're not getting in, don't lie. Swear
How did they figure that out?
Typed in the name.
Bullshit.
I swear to God.
One of you guys said...
No, I swear.
Typed in his name.
Typed in the name and then saw it and goes, that's, You know, because anytime
It's so fucking annoying how you can't get away with anything anymore. You know what I mean? Jesus Christ. Back in the day, you had to do some Peter Fox shit.
But, dude, I got to just tell your listeners
it's
this.
just not adding up for a second. You mind just standing here? I mean, I might be crazy, but
They had something. They looked at your shoes and they could figure out you were fucking lying. Now they just... It's like they have the answers to the test, Paul.
We're coming to your country to enjoy ourselves. You know, what the fuck? You know?
Hey, Paul, God forbid you come to Canada.
Yeah.
And they don't squeeze a couple of nickel out. You know what? Fuck these people.
Yeah.
I thought I was having a good time. You know,
They're lucky I'm bringing my American one out.
They're lucky you're bringing my dick jokes up to your fucking frozen tundra. So, anyways, so I land the night before. Anyways, in Moncton, and then the next day. A buddy of mine that I met at the Mario Lemieux camp said, if you ever fucking come up here, I'll take you out. And went up and played in the middle of the day, dude. I've never done that on the road. Played a pickup game of hockey.
Right.
Right. And of course, I was such a fucking non-factor in the game, as I always am. I can skate okay.
No, you can skate good, man.
I can skate good compared to you, but not compared to a fucking Canadian. I can't.
No, dude, you're fucking. Well, I gotta just tell. I don't want.
Let me finish real quick.
Let me
finish real quick, just to tell the people listening. So I was such a non-factor. Second to last, time I'm out on the ice, I actually blocked a shot just so I would somehow have some positive thing in one shift. And I took it right off the toe, dude. I showed you my toe.
Oh man!
I'm gonna post a picture of it. My whole toe is purple. Now part of that's because I'm a redhead and I got alabaster feet here, so it really shows up. With your Greek skin, I don't think you'd notice it as much. But dude, it's like they should in medical school. Like if they ever just want to show what do they call it, contusion or a bruise, whatever the fuck they want to call it.
Yeah.
They should punch a redhead. And because all the detail comes out, man. It's perfect.
Well, no, you're pale white, so when you were like, I got to show you the toe yesterday, I was just like, let me eat first.
Oh, yeah.
I'll look at it, but let me eat. But, no,
it's fucking horrific,
I just wanted to tell your listeners that the size of Bill's hockey bag is so funny that you travel with this. We're out here.
Hockey bags are in general
no, it's just
gigantic.
the fact that you have that. You brought the equipment. You care that much, and I love that. I love that because you got to do it to have fun. I mean, you inspire me.
No, and this is the thing too. I have some old school podcast listeners remember I used to advertise skate fenders on my.
Oh, is that right?
On my podcast, and there's these. It's one of the few places you don't have protection if you get hit by the fucking puck. If you're wearing the whole birdcage thing, is on your feet. And this guy did a study where all these, how many manpower games, how much manpower you lost per game in the NHL due to foot injuries and people getting hit with the puck. So he came up with these things, skate fenders, and they basically fit right on the side of the plastic thing. And I brought them, and I psyched myself up going, I don't give a fuck. I'm a comedian. I can't be limping around on stage.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to get anywhere in this sport. I'm just having fun. I'm wearing these things. And I got there and I fucking gave into peer pressure. I'm like, nobody else has them on. I've never even seen anybody with, I guess some people in the NHL wear them. So I don't wear the fucking things. I've never taken a shot like that off my foot ever.
Did it hurt when it happened or did it hurt after?
It was weird. It hurt like hell. And then all of a sudden it felt really warm and it actually felt kind of good.
Yeah.
I finished my shift and then I fucking sat down and then I was thinking is this thing going to make me limp? Fortunately, I haven't limped, but, I could bend it and everything. It's fine. It's Barney the dinosaur purple.
Fucking gross, yeah.
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 It's fucking bad.
That's funny. I wouldn't have worn them either. I would have done what you did. If I saw nobody with the guards,
yeah,
I'd be like, I'm not putting this fucking box on
and
my
also,
foot.
and then on top of that, I was in another country, so it's like, these pussy Americans, they fucking come out there dressed like Lindy Ruff.
That's funny, man.
Hang on a second. I actually should have said fucking Ulf Samuelson. He used to wear the most fucking pads. I just remember a long time ago, Fred Cusick, somebody gave Lindy Ruff a cheap shot and on the Bruins, and even it was such a fucking cheap shot that even the color commentator had to be like, well, that was kind of cheap there. And then Fred Cusick goes, well, you have to hit him. He's so well protected. So, anyways, we're up here, and I'm trying to see how much time we're doing because I got to know when to fucking I got to read a little bit of advertising here. Well, when we come back from the advertising, I'm going to talk about Paul Verzi. Actually bought a pair of skates up here.
Oh, yeah.
All right, hang on a second. Hang on. Okay, where are we? Paul, you ever heard me read out loud before?
No.
This is bad.
Oh, maybe. I
I'm
don't
just
know.
letting you know. All your respect for me is going to go out the window. All right, Stamps.com, everybody. Getting your mailing and shipping done can seem like a no-win situation. Going to the post office takes up valuable time. Leasing a postage meter, expensive with multi-year commitments and hidden fees. Luckily, I know a better way. What is it? Stamps.com. With Stamps.com, buy and print official U.S. postage for any letter or package right from your desk using your own computer and printer. Even get special postage discounts you can't find at the post office. Plus, Stamps.com is more powerful than a postage meter at just a fraction of the cost. You can save up to 80% compared to a postage meter, and you'll avoid those time-consuming trips to the post office. I use Stamps.com for all my DVDs that for some reason I'm still trying to sell on the road, my posters or whatever other crap I'm trying to sell after the show. And I'm a moron, and I've been able to figure it out, so you can too. Right now, use my last name, Burr, for this special offer, no-risk trial, plus a $110 bonus offer, which includes a digital scale and up to $55 free postage. Don't wait. Go to Stamps.com before you do anything else. And click on the microphone at the top of the homepage and type in Burr, B-U-R-R. That's Stamps.com. Enter Burr. That's not bad.
That was good.
I was one over.
That was good.
I hit the fucking sand trap once. All right. Dollar Shave Club.
Over.
Dollar Shave Club. You keep the score here, Paul. Whenever I fuck up, that's a stroke against. I start off even. All right? Here we go. Dollar Shave Club. Okay, guys, you've heard me talk about how much I love DollarShaveClub.com. So, why haven't you joined? Like you don't have anything better to do than go to the store? Or anything better to do than spend your hard-earned money on the razors? What's wrong with you? It's a very aggressive copy this week. I like it. In the last 2 years, DollarShaveClub.com has saved hundreds of thousands of guys time by delivering amazing razors and high-quality grooming products right to their door. Go to DollarShaveClub.com/Burr. Shave with their razors. I'm a 4X guy, but my buddy swears by his executive. Is that supposed to be me? Why do they do that? Why do they just have me lie?
Are you Ron Burgundy, or you read everything that's on the prompter?
I'm a 4X guy. My buddy swears by his executive. Look, they're great razors at the price they're supposed to be. You don't have to make up lies for me, Dollar Shave Club. Anyways, not only do they have great razors, be sure to check out Dr. Cobby's Easy Shave Butter. Seriously, this stuff is amazing. It makes shaving feel like you're softly wiping whiskers off your face. I don't know who wrote that, but that's brilliant. And you can't forget about One Wipe Charlie's, the butt wipes for men. That's right. It's a butt wipe for men. Peppermint tingle? Enough said. What are you waiting for? You can't get deliveries you can get deliveries every other month if you need, and you can cancel anytime if you don't like it. DollarShaveClub.com wants you to be great and keep the extra cash in your pocket. Jesus, Paul, I'm in the water. I'm a member of DollarShaveClub.com. Now it's your turn. Shave time, shave money, DollarShaveClub.com. Go to DollarShaveClub.com/Burr to let them know that I sent you. That's DollarShaveClub.com/Burr, B-U-R-R, or go to BillBurr.com and click on the Dollar Shave Club banner. What was my score on that one?
Four slip-ups, not bad.
Yeah, but that's on one hole. Multiply that times 18. What do you have there, Paul?
Oh, man, that's tough.
Huh? What is that? What would that be, Paul? Come on, you're good at math.
That's like 4 under 80. It's like what is it, like 67, 76?
18 times,
Wait, what'd you say, 18 times
18
4?
times 4.
Is it 76?
Well, 18 times 20 would be 80. Minus 8, it'd be 72.
72. But, just,
whatever. Yeah,
but just
what
shooting
the
out
fuck do you
76
care?
was...
Paul, what do you care? Who are you?
I mean, who am I? I'm just...
Johnny Sanchez.
Yeah, no, it's not Sanchez.
Oh, so anyways, hey, I got a dude I called it this week.
Oh, yeah, what was
This ain't going to mean shit to you because it's not sports.
What was
But
it?
it's a different thing. It was a drummer. I've been telling people for years to watch this guy, MikeLessons.com, sorry, his drum lessons. He was the best guy right out of the gate when YouTube started. He just immediately had the best, most informative, explained it the best, played the best. As far as the instructors, the guy was just head and shoulders above everybody. And I've been telling people to go to this guy's, website and sign up for his lessons and all that. And this month, he's on the cover of Modern Drummer magazine. They've never had a drum instructor on the cover.
That's a good
ever,
dude. I called it.
Ever. There you go. Look at that, Paul. It's not just with sports.
That's a good dude. I called it.
And is even better. So I get the issue, and I of course, open it to read the whole article on it. And as I'm going through, I see this other article, and I'm looking at this guy's face going, I know that fucking guy. Who was that? And it was Sandy Gennaro. Now, Sandy Gennaro taught at the he's laughing about something else. He taught or still teaches at the Drummer Collective, and I took lessons from him like 10 years ago. Big-time Yankee fan. I was taking lessons with him.
How old is Sandy Gennaro, would you say?
I don't know. I don't know how old he is, Paul. You don't do that in show business. He looks phenomenal, and he plays even better. He's a great guy, despite the fact that he's a Yankee fan. So I used to take lessons from him. This is how long ago it was. Like, I was taking lessons with him when Don Zimmer tried to attack Pedro Martinez.
Yeah.
And he grabbed fucking Don by his head and just used his momentum into the ground. He did not push that man.
That's still
What was he supposed to do, Paul?
Just step out of the way,
And then
grab
what?
A guy by his head.
And then what? He pushed him down on the nice soft grass.
Did you ever see
Dude,
make fun of that?
That grass at Fenway Park is a blend of Kentucky bluegrass.
What would you have done,
and Argentina green.
What would you have done if
Paul,
Donnie Zimmer was running at you?
I'll do the bit that I was doing back in the day, and I used to do this in New York, and it would kill in front of Yankee fans.
All right, go ahead.
I was saying, oh man, you see what Pedro did to Don Zimmer, and they'd be, oh, boo, boo, and I would say that I was a Red Sox fan, and this is how I explained it. I said, look, when Don Zimmer ran at him, he had three options: either one, run away, and then he's the pussy that ran away from an 80-year-old man. Two, punch the guy in the face, which you're not going to do that because then you punched an old guy.
Right.
Or three, grab him by his Macy Day's head and just sort of guide him down to the ground. You saw him afterwards.
Yeah,
Don Zimmer was crying, saying he shouldn't have done it. He lost his composure.
No, he did lose his composure.
He looked like a old bulldog, and you took his chew toy.
Yeah, that was bad.
You know, the whole thing was bad because Don Zimmer, he's basically, from the top of his head to his toes is baseball. Then he got married. How cool is his wife? Like, he got married, like, at a baseball park. Like, they were walking, like, all the players were standing there with bats, making, like, an arch.
Yes.
And they were walking underneath it. So that was the bad thing, but,
Like, his legacy after that many years, though, is Pedro Martinez.
It isn't.
Throwing. No, but they talk about it. You can't mention Don Zimmer without thinking that.
I do. Because he coached us. He played on the Bums that won it in 55. Paul, if you know your history.
I don't know
if you know your sports history.
You always give me shit for
How do you not
knowing
know
something in
Paul,
the 60s.
I was born in 68. How the fuck would I not? How would I know the 55 Brooklyn Dodgers? How would I know that?
I'm one of those guys that I guess I just cared when I was able to watch.
Yeah, selfish.
Yeah. I was a narcissist.
So anyways, I read through and I see Sandy Gennaro. I'm like, holy shit, this is the guy I used to take lessons with. He's such a great guy. He's the first guy that showed me a technique to try to do some of those Bonham triplets.
Right.
Just a fucking great guy. Journeyman drummer he's played with everybody. He's fucking played with everybody. His first group he started off with, the lead singer was Michael Bolton. It was like a rock group. I forget what they were. I was watching.
Really?
Yeah, they got some of their videos up there, and then he became like a hired gun. Pat Travers Band, Cyndi Lauper, the Monkees, like all that pops. He's done
Pat
the pops.
Benatar?
Pat Benatar. Was it Pat Benatar or Joan Jett? I can't remember. He's got a bunch of great stories or whatever. So anyway, I'm like, holy fuck, Sandy Gennaro. I gotta watch some of his videos. So I look it up and I find this fucking video that I sent you. This is why Paul was laughing when I brought up Sandy Gennaro, because Sandy is from Staten Island, and there's this guy interviewing him from Staten Island. I gotta put this video up there because when I think of a stereotypical New Yorker, dude, it sounded like, who's that kid, Bobby on SNL?
Bobby Moynihan.
Yeah, this like right in his wheelhouse. Like this is a character he would do. He was so
perfect.
excited. He was so excited to meet Sandy Gennaro. This is how he does the interview. He goes, "Oh my God, I'm standing here with Sandy Gennaro. This guy, he's played with everybody. Sandy, tell us about some of your interviews. Go ahead. He ends his question going, "Go ahead."
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Everything he said. So when you were like coming up in rock, in rock and roll, and which drummers really influenced you? And go ahead.
Yeah, I think he only said it once, but I was like, when I saw that, I was like, Bobby Moynihan would take that little thing and would turn that into.
Well, I told you, Moynihan did Guy Fieri.
I gotta see that.
Diners, dives, and whatever. Yeah,
I gotta
and he does
see
it.
that.
He's got the hair spiked back, and he was like at the chin hair, and he does the whole. He goes, "This is Guy Fieri." He's got the enthusiasm. That's.
You know,
Bobby's wheelhouse.
my
That's
favorite
Bobby's
thing
wheelhouse.
that Bobby did was when he was doing. They were showing the different kind of drunk people at the concert, and he
yeah.
did the drunk pointing guy, and
Yeah.
they started playing the song "Ants Marching." That dun 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 dun. Dun, dun, dun. He was doing that thing when he's drunk and he was like pointing towards the stage. Dun. That's a fucking visual. You got to see him do it. And you know what's funny is I've been to a zillion concerts and seen that guy, and I never really thought about it. But when he did it, I fucking died laughing,
That's
going
so
like I've seen that guy a zillion times. So, anyways, so there you go, Paul. That's my big week in my hobby there, the drum world. I got
Well, I came into your little hockey. You got me into this hockey thing this week, man.
Dude, fucking buying those skates was the funniest shit ever. It was like my wife trying to find a pair of shoes. This fucking guy tried on like, you're supposed to.
Well, first of all, only Canada has a selection and a wall like that. We go into this,
And that was
place-
a shit one too, because they said the best one was down in Halifax.
That was a shit one. I mean,
Well, they was shit as fuck.
yeah.
You know what it was? It was a shit time to go in. Because it's almost spring. It's fucking hilarious. It's like minus 30 out here, and it's like springtime for them.
They had a wall, top to bottom, every brand, and there was $700 skates there. There was $700, $300, and I'm like, look, I haven't been on skates since I'm 11 years old, so I'm thinking I'm going to go in and get like $60, $50, and you kind of. Yeah, I hope my wife doesn't listen to this. I spent a little money. But she goes, fuck it, whatever.
Right.
I'm kidding. I'm not afraid of my wife.
Right.
You know?
Hey, listen, Paul, you're afraid of your wife. That's okay.
No.
You don't have to
But it's
backpedal.
just,
I understand.
No, but listen, it is kind of crazy to spend money on skates when you haven't done it, since, in how many years, and then you're going, listen, you're good. You didn't like peer pressure me into it, but you just go, those are good. They'll last forever. And in my mind, I'm like, I'm gonna have these for 20 years.
Yeah.
So then I was like, get me this pair, and they didn't have my size, and then I finally got these, and you were giving me shit saying I was being a diva, trying to get a pair of ice skates. But I don't know
my
what the
God, he
fuck I'm
tries
doing.
on one thing, and I had to literally walk away because I'm one of those people, Paul, like the second I finish a meal, I get up and I leave. And I've been working on doing that. I don't know if you've noticed on this tour that I've actually sit there. Like, dude, I'm scatterbrained. Like, I'm like finishing my last
No,
bite.
Stacy says I get up and leave, and she goes, "Can we enjoy this? Our water? Can we just enjoy the rest of this?" And but I like to sit too now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So I'm trying not to do that shit. So I'm seeing you just keep, like some wine connoisseur, keep sending these fucking skates back. So I literally... And I want to get down to Halifax because I got something. It's another place where I can skate. Because my whole thing is I'm not going to booze. I'm going to skate on this fucking thing. I'm actually going to lose weight for once and not become Billy Fatface on the fucking road.
You could do that having a couple of drinks, but we'll talk about that.
Yeah, hilarious. Paul's
Yeah.
trying to twist my arm.
No,
I got 35 days in, Paul.
I'm 53 today.
Okay. I haven't hit my wife in 7 weeks, and you're going to have me go back to the drink. No.
We can't not.
Oh, so anyway, I'm walking out, acting like I'm checking the car to make sure nobody in unbelievably
That's when I
friendly
knew you
Canada is going to steal.
You didn't hide that
shit.
well either. You go, at first you go, I was going to go check the car, and then you go, no, the car's fine. You even said, no, the car's fine. And then when I had to change the third pair, you go, I'm going to check the car.
So here's the deal. So I come walking back in, and I'm literally just going, all right, stay calm, don't lose your shit, don't pressure this guy. He's buying skates. He's going to fuck up his feet if he buys the wrong ones. Don't be a selfish dick because you want to drive down to Halifax right now. So I come walking in there, and you have on another pair of skates, and I'm thinking, like, okay, he looks pretty happy. I'm like, how do they feel, Paul? And you're like, the right one's good, but the left one, there's something that's pushing against my toe. It's kind of pushing against my toe.
But he even felt it.
Yeah, and he went in and he said they're all like that.
And then he goes, they're all like that. And he goes, put your heel back.
Yeah, you got to slam your heel down and then tie it tight right around your ankle and your toes. Your toe's supposed to be feathering the end there.
That's what he said. Let your toes feather. How excited were we walking?
So then we drive down to Halifax. I'm driving fucking Versey nuts because I'm doing, what was I doing, like 140 kilometers?
We're speed.
140 kilometers in a, what kilometer zone was it?
I don't know, but you were speeding and it was snowing out. And we even saw a truck fishtail. You were scaring the shit out of me.
Oh, yeah, there's always a guy in a pickup who fucking goes off the road.
There
It's
always is
always
a
in a
guy.
pickup because I got four-wheel drive. Don't worry about
And
it.
he went right off. But
Yeah.
you, at one point, I go, you fishtailed at one time, and I go, man, you gotta.
Yeah, but that wasn't me. That was the snow.
No, that was you
Do you
driving.
realize how dumb what I just said was? Yeah, that's why you're not supposed to be speeding, you fucking idiot.
Yeah,
That's-
you even said I could feel your nervousness. I was scared, man.
No, you have a way when I'm driving too fast. You have a way about you. You sit in this fucking way where you don't grab your leg,
Right.
but you put your hand on the side
That's funny.
of your leg, and
Yeah, I
and
do.
all your fingers are all spread apart like you're getting ready to fucking squeeze the material in
and
your
I
pants.
do that on an airplane too. Like it's gonna matter. Like the grip of my hand is gonna
Yeah.
stop.
I slowed down to about 120 kilometers.
You were like in a rush. You were in a rush to get to Halifax.
Yeah, because the public skate was at 4 o'clock, and then we had 2 shows. So we show up down in Halifax, right? Get another fucking unbelievable meal. Unbelievable fucking and it wasn't even the best place.
No, let me tell you
It
something
was
right
just
now.
it was the fucking hotel place. It was incredible.
Let me tell you something right now. If you guys are ever in Halifax and you stay at the Atlantica Halifax, it was the best.
Is that what it was? The Atlantic?
Yes, it was the Atlantica.
Yeah, there's a
Atlantica and Halifax was the best fucking seafood chowder I've ever had in my life. In my life, I couldn't believe what I was eating. I couldn't believe what I was eating. I told you. I said if my dad ever bit this, he'd start crying.
So yeah, and I had scallops or something like that. It was unbelievably fresh, right? So so then we go down to the front desk, and I go, yeah, we wanted to skate. I'm waiting for them to laugh at us. They go, oh, yeah. I go, how do you drive there? They go, it's right over there. You can walk to it. It's right
Just
there.
pointed across
So
the
we
street.
fucking go there. We're thinking it's going to be an indoor rink. It's sleeting outside. Not sleeting. It was
No,
more
it's snowing.
snowing, right?
Yeah.
So we fucking walk down there. And all of a sudden, I just see in the distance, out in this field, this fucking Zamboni driving around. And I'm going, Paul, I think it's outside.
Yeah.
And you're like, no, it's inside. It's inside. I'm like, I don't think that guy's like fucking doing donuts with that thing.
No, I was in denial about it. I go, maybe there's one next to it inside.
I know you didn't have gloves or anything. It was fucking hilarious. So we go down there, and it's this giant oval.
Yeah.
Giant.
That was cool, though, man.
Yeah, I just wish it wasn't snowing because the ice stunk.
It's like a racetrack. It wasn't like a big open rink. It was like you go around. It was like in the Olympics, a speed skating thing.
Yeah, it was fucking unreal.
I was nervous though. I was nervous because when you go inside with a rink, I could fall into the boards. I could skate onto the boards or grab it, and then I knew that there was nothing. So
Yeah, that's why you're supposed to skate on the outside.
that's what he said, skate on the outside.
Because they had the railing.
And I felt good, but I was joking last night on stage. I go, Burr's one of these guys, he's not admitting he's good. I go, to me, he was spinning around like Dorothy fucking Hamill out there. I picked it up, though, right?
Yeah, you did.
I
You did
picked
great.
it up, but
For your first time out there, you were great.
I told you I was glad I didn't have a helmet because I was like, don't crack your head, don't crack your head. And if I had a helmet, I might be like, well, I spent $80 on a helmet. No.
Yeah. What, you're going to use it?
Right.
No, it's been good so far. So I got a couple more games lined up, pickup games, which is the shit.
Well, I'll watch. I mean, I'll go skate in the corner
Well, yeah. Watch me fucking play hockey with people who actually know how to play, and that whole Dorothy Hamill idea that you have of me is going
It
to
took
be out the
everything I
fucking
had
window.
to not fall on my face. What would happen if you gave me a stick and I had to concentrate on a puck? It'd be a nightmare.
Well, at least you probably wouldn't fall down as much. You didn't fall down at all, but then if you got the stick, it kind of helps you stay up. Yeah, I got to admit, it's weird skating without a stick.
Oh,
I don't have confidence skating backwards without a stick. There's something about I'm just used to that.
Yeah.
I don't know why. And having all my stuff on, so if I fall down, I don't bruise like my toe,
How about
I don't
that,
fucking know.
How about that guy who was dressed nice?
Oh, the guy who looked like he was going out to the club.
Guy looked like he was going to a wedding reception. He was so good at skating.
Oh,
He
yeah.
looked like he was going to. He had like nice pants on, and he was just whipping around there.
That's right. He wasn't sweating at all. He probably went right to the club, got blown, and then fucking left.
Showed up to the club holding him.
Exactly. Hey, by the way, we want to thank everybody who came out to the show so far on this tour. We're having a great fucking time up here, and even the New Yorker Paul Verzi is saying that he loves Canada. We're having a great time up here. A lot of people make fun of this country. I don't know why. I like them. You know what I like about these guys is Russia's going into the Ukraine, and you can, and they can sit here and shake their heads like, well, we don't approve of that, but they're not going to be like
But Canada never really has gotten involved, right? Canada's never been one to get involved.
No. Well, we drag them into our fucking messes. Like a bunch of their guys have gotten killed over in the Middle East. If you watch the Hockey Night in Canada, Don Cherry shows them all the time. It's fucking brutal.
Yeah,
because they actually show them. We don't show them down there because after all the college kids protested Vietnam, and they figured out, well, don't show this shit on the news. So they just,
we drag them. That's funny. They're like the neighbor that is laid back and doesn't want to go out to the club, and we're like, no, just come on.
Starting a fight. We start a fight, like, right, Paul? Right, Canada? You think that too, right? Yeah, I mean, kind of. I don't know if we need to resort to violence. Yeah. So, anyways, how far into this thing am I? Can I get in with the questions here, or do I have any other stories? We're about 35 minutes in. Hang on 1 second. I appreciate you doing this fucking the fucking podcast here, because I'm telling you, man, I fucked up my throat.
This is great,
I was yelling. Last weekend I fucked it up, so I'm trying to avoid here. All right, let's get into the questions here for this week. Alcohol and cardiac health. All right, so here it is. So far, by the way,
that's a perfect topic.
It is, isn't it?
Yes.
It's a pleasant topic because, Paul, this is the longest I've hung out with you without absolutely destroying my liver.
No, I was just on the phone with my wife, and I said, Stace, not one drop of alcohol, not one drink.
Did she believe you?
No, she goes, yeah. And I go, not only that, I had 7 fucking salads. I said, I've eaten 7 salads. I've eaten 7 salads, and I've had not one drink of alcohol. I haven't had a cigar. I have been an angel. But you know what?
Yeah.
The buck stops here.
Yeah.
Okay? I'm telling you right now.
The devil is tossing and turning.
Oh, one of the greatest lines. One of the greatest lines Bill Burr ever said. We were out. We were smoking a cigar without booze.
No, we weren't. We were driving out to the fucking gig in Long Island.
Oh, it was before the cigar. We're driving out to a gig in Long Island.
The music tent thing.
Well, yeah, the Westbury Music Fair. And we're sitting there and we're talking about how we haven't drank, and we're talking about cigars. And Bill starts the sentence with this. He goes, but Paul, man, I got to tell you. And I'm thinking the next thing out of his mouth, I feel great. I don't want to drink anymore. And he just goes, I got to tell you, man, the devil inside of me is tossing and turning. And I said, that is a fucking movie line. I said, Scorsese or fucking Tarantino has to hear that. The devil inside me.
I can feel the devil tossing and turning.
I can feel the devil tossing and turning. Oh, great line.
Yeah, brutal.
Great line. I said yesterday, I go, our 2 devils are in some room right now just going, what the fuck? Let us out.
No, dude, we've basically been up here on a kind of a mandate. Is what we've been doing so far. It's been fucking ridiculous. We're eating salads.
We're eating salads. I'm going to bed at I'm going to bed early. I'm drinking water. It's just,
You know what was hilarious was when we went into that bar after in Moncton.
Nightmare.
Like how hammered
those people got.
Oh my God!
And seeing how drunk.
I know, and I don't judge them because I look and go, "That's what I do."
But you never get like that.
I've done that.
You've been like that?
No, they were friendly drunk.
People touching your shoulder. No, I don't like that.
No, I yell. I can yell. Like there's a point where I get drunk. I'm a happy drunk, but if I get drunk and there's somebody that just I don't know what they just fucking.
No, you turn into Bleacher Creature fan when you get really that drunk.
At sporting events,
you're a yeller.
I do.
Yeah, you're a yeller. Like you yell
Alabama.
Shit out of he does every syllable at the Alabama LSU game. Alabama is the dream ends tonight, and all of these Crimson Tide people who are wearing Dockers and are looking at him, going, "What is he talking about?"
I didn't know what there was. I didn't know the SEC was like that. I thought they were fucking. I didn't realize they were such
No, you said something about someone's.
They're so quiet.
No, one time because you never said anything bad, but one time you said something about someone's a mother, but you didn't say about someone's direct mother. You were just like,
Jesus.
No, you were like, your mother's a good. No, you said something about that, but not direct. And one guy just goes they just looked at you like that. They were so horrified. Yeah. They were so horrified. It was so funny. And then the time you actually made me embarrassed and blush almost when what you did to the kicker of the Miami Dolphins, that guy Carpenter last year. I'm sitting there. I'm sitting there. I'm the comic. I think things are funny. I'm drinking, and you're just relentlessly, "Hey, Carpenter, Carpenter, and everyone, it was at the Cincinnati Bengals game, and everyone's looking at Bill, and I'm leaning away from him, embarrassed. Carpenter, you're a liability, Carpenter.
Yeah, the field goal kicker.
Get your real estate license. And you had half the people laughing, and I'm going, Bill is fucking.
The guy
in
in
this
front
right
of me,
now.
the Bengals fan, said, "Get on that guy Carpenter." He said,
did.
"Kicker."
He said, yeah, he
and it was
did.
a close game. So
No, they were all into it, but I was like, oh my God, he's
I was
going
cheering
in.
for the home team.
He's going in.
That's too bad. I see. That's why I got to be honest with you. Like I'm liking living like this. I'm gonna fuck it up tonight. Tonight we're actually in Toronto and we're going to the Maple Leafs game. And I've been trying to explain to Paul what an absolute honor and privilege it is to somehow score Maple Leaf tickets because I have hookups. Like literally NHL office. I blog for them, so I still know a couple of people over there. And I never hit them up for tickets or whatever, but the Maple Leafs are the only ones. They don't give a fuck. Like they're just like, yeah, no, there's no tickets.
No, somebody told me, have you been to a hockey game in Canada before? And I said no, and they go, it's a whole other level.
Oh, it's awesome.
It's
fucking awesome.
They
man.
go, no, I'm
yeah,
really
and
excited.
They obviously know, it's their game. They know the game. They won the men's and the women's gold.
No, we talked yesterday. Being in Canada lets me know when a son and father skate together, it's like the equivalent of a father and son throwing the ball in the backyard.
Yeah, playing
baseball.
catch.
Like I've never seen a store that had that many hockey skates. Like everything is hockey here.
Dude, that oval thing, I've never seen anything like that.
That was awesome.
I thought that was the coolest fucking thing ever. Like I always like that's the kind of shit. Like if I ever moved back east, I would build that in my back. I would build a backyard hockey rink. There's no fucking way I wouldn't. It's goddamn global warming. By the time I fucking do it, I'm not gonna be able to have to fucking live in the Yukon to do it. All right, let's do some questions here for this week. Yeah, that's right. That's what set this whole thing off. Alcohol and cardiac health. Hey, Billy Cream Tits. They insult me every week, Paul. This is their way of saying that they like me. For a couple of years in a row during Lent, I abstained from alcohol. It sucked, but it felt good to challenge myself. I did this because all my life I've always heard that total abstinence is the best health. However, recent research has shown that moderate drinkers actually have reduced risk for coronary heart disease, up to 29% lower than total abstainers. Although researchers aren't clear as to why, it's food for thought. If I were you, I would have a damn drink if you want one. I know it's tough sometimes to drink in moderation. I simply try hard to not binge anymore. Having said that, you are probably healthier having the occasional cocktail rather than the occasional cigar. You might actually live longer. Love the show. Have fun in Canada. Come back to the Bay Area and go fuck yourself. That's not a new study. That's a study that they've been saying forever, that, one glass of wine is supposed to be good. And
I agree with that 100%. That's the carrot cake we had. That's the carrot cake. You got to do it. You got to do it. Because then you binge.
Are you going to explain to the listeners what the carrot cake was?
Oh, no, yeah, so sorry. So I'm like talking to you. No, the carrot cake was when we went to that place and we had that ridiculous lunch in Moncton the first day we were there, and I asked for the Arnold Palmer.
This isn't when we went skating together.
No.
This is when we had carrot cake together.
Yeah.
This has been our trip, dude. This has been fucking ridiculous.
I'm starting to become this guy that needs a dessert after
With the
I
next
eat.
Siegfried and Roy.
No, you're not like this. You're not a coffee dessert guy, but as I'm getting older, I don't know what it is, but after I eat a good meal, I need a piece of chocolate or something. My dad was the same way. So we go to this bar, we eat this great food, and I
triangle thing.
And I say to the triangle, and I said, look, do you have something? And she goes, oh, we got this carrot cake. And I'm at an Irish pub, and I'm like, you know what? Everything was great. I bet you this is great. This is delicious. So I go, all right, bring the carrot cake over. She gives a big piece. I go, Bill, you want half of this thing? I don't want to eat the whole thing. He goes, sure. We bite this fucking thing. And I'm going, and then afterwards you go, yeah, man, we were really healthy except for the carrot cake. And that question is right. That question is 100% right. You got to do it.
Dude, how about the fact that it was homemade?
It was delicious.
All their desserts are homemade. Sorry, that's my fucking phone.
It's delicious. And
Jesus. Come on, enough. Sorry.
Yeah, so I agree with the occasional, the wine a day, a couple of drinks. Look, if we go out and have 3 to 4 cocktails tonight, okay, we just stay clean the next, you know what I mean?
No, I don't know what you mean, because I do that, and then the next time I go on a nice little run of not drinking is like 2-3 years later, because I just,
You can't, have a couple and then when this tour's over, go back on the thing?
I mean, that hasn't been my pattern. I enjoy it, Paul. And I'm at a point now where I haven't done it in a while, so now I'm kind of enjoying not doing it. And I'm afraid to go back to doing that. Not because I'm literally an alcoholic, just because of all the extra fucking bullshit that comes along with it, what you do. Although, whatever. I'm not gonna fucking dwell on this shit anymore because I know I'm gonna go back to drinking. So what the fuck? We're going to a
everybody's
hockey
hating
game.
on cigars, dude. I got to tell you something right now. A cigar a week is not bad for you. I'm going to say that a cigar a week's not bad for you.
Yeah, and you can say that without doing any research. I love it.
No. That's 52 cigars a year. It's a joke. What is that? I'm not inhaling anything. I'm enjoying
Yeah, but you're
the
putting
taste
it in
of
your
something.
mouth.
Right, and then I wash my mouth out and I brush my teeth.
It's like 10 cigarettes for your mouth.
That study's horseshit.
It's not a study. My dentist said it to me.
Oh, okay. So then it's
Yeah, he's kind of in the medical field. I mean, maybe he knows a doctor.
Where can somebody say not inhaling a cigar is like smoking 10 cigarettes?
No. He said for your mouth. He's saying it's not bad for your lungs. Look, dude, Michael Douglas was a big-time cigar smoker. And that guy, he had throat cancer. He had that. Paul, you're putting fucking smoke in your mouth.
I know, but I mean, Schwarzenegger, they say smokes like 4 a day every day of his life. He's fine. You know, I told you that guy.
Well, I think you got to do it for a while.
That guy Hamo in Boston. Oh my God, I showed you the picture of him. This guy designed. This guy designed a cigar jewelry. What's it, North End? Is that Boston?
Yes.
Yeah. So the North End of Boston now has the only cigar bar lounge in Boston now because they closed the other one. So it's the North End, and it's a great place. And the mayor of Boston was in there. All these politicians were in there. It was hysterical. And the owner has the fake tan and pinky rings. How you doing? How you doing? He's kissing, he's kissing guys on the cheek like in the mouth. It's so funny. How you doing? Oh, glad. Thank you guys for coming out. Did you enjoy? I said, yeah, I love cigar. Oh, well, come. This is the place. You come to this place. And then he's got this little friend named Hamo. Mm-hmm. And he goes, and I go, hey, what's that, man? Is that they sell jewelry here? He goes, it's mine. I don't own. I just own this here. And he had cigar cufflinks. He had a cigar. Everything was cigar. He had a cigar ring, and it was a diamond ashtray with a white gold cigar on it and a red ruby to indicate the lit that it was lit. In the cigar, and I go, you smell? He goes, everything's. I'm not joking or trying to be funny. He goes, I was there with Matt Reese, my brother. He goes, everything's cigar. He said the three things he liked. He goes, my kids, pussy, cigar, and it was the funniest. And he was dead serious. And he goes 4 to 5 minimum day, 6 minimum. He goes, I smoke 9 a day. Bill, he pulled out the 6th one of the night. I go, hey dude, how many is that for you? He goes, this 6, right? I swear to God, it was the size of a fucking cucumber.
Yeah.
And he's just smoking it, and he's going, you want? It's $80 a stick. You want it? It's the best. It's the best.
I saw a guy outside a firehouse on 8th Avenue when I was in New York. I walked by, and I smell the cigar. I always got to turn my head like, oh, Jesus Christ. It's literally got to the point, it's like hearing high heels on the floor. You just have to look, And now when I smell a cigar, I got to look to see, look at the band to see what the smell. This guy, it looked like he was smoking a pickle. A brown. It was like he couldn't put it between his 2 fingers. He had to hold it like.
Are you serious?
Like a fuck. I never seen anything like it.
Wow.
It was fucking. I don't even know how he lit it.
Yeah.
He's a fireman. It's fucking. He probably lit it at his last fire.
No, the guy said,
like a house had to be on fire so he could actually light this fucking thing.
Now I would think that those guys are bad. I would think that those guys have a problem.
Well, he's probably thinking I'm fighting fires and breathing this shit in anyways. God knows, dude. You go up to a building, God knows what's in it, what's on fire, or what was deemed safe.
Yeah.
Just don't light it on fire. Because immediately all that computer shit, plastics, and all that stuff becomes carcinogens, doesn't it? The second it starts going in the air.
What's the most cigars
I don't know.
What's the most cigars you ever had in a day? Have you ever had 2 or 3 in a day?
I've had 2 back-to-back, and then somebody said to me one time, I said, hey, you want to have another one? And he goes, I never found the second cigar to be better than the first one. And that's just like, that's a good point. So I always kind of keep it.
That too. But
you know how I smoke them, dude. I smoke them all the way down to my fingers.
Yeah. Well, no, I was telling somebody that strong one that we had in New York. I said, when Burr first lit the strong one, he goes, oh, man, this is strong. And I'm thinking, since I've been smoking, because, when Lawhead was in town, Lawhead goes, Verz, you got 5 in 2 days. You got to calm down. I was going, so I thought, you actually handled that one better. You got it down to the thing. I couldn't handle it. I'm like 2 years old.
Oh, yeah, I felt like I was hot. No, once I got it going, I
You got it down to you got it down under the stick.
Yeah, but I wasn't huffing on it the way I usually. A lot of that was burning, so I got a longer time out of it. But when I went to light that thing, dude, like I swear to God, if I had a couple of scotches in me, I probably would have puked. I felt like I was sucking on the tailpipe of a car. It's not like it didn't have a good flavor. It was like aged.
It was too rich.
10-year.
It was like you're eating a piece of cake that just.
You know what it was like, Paul? It was like putting smoke in your fucking mouth. You know it's bad for you. It's just 52 times a year.
No,
I stand behind a bus.
It's delicious, though.
It is, and we're gonna do it. Hey, you know, my wife recently diagnosed me with having fucking AD. She's told me forever that I have ADD, and I never bought into it. And she finally went to the website, and she read all the things, dude. And it was just like they might as well just had a picture of me sitting there, not listening to somebody, focusing on some ant walking across the table. Before looking at something else. Do you have that problem?
I think a lot of myself and a lot of my comedian friends have that. Yeah, I think it's.
And do you think that that's why we think in bits rather than scripts?
I think it's because I think our minds constantly are going. You know, our minds are constantly going, whether it's trying to be creative, whether it's thinking of this, whether it's being upset. We can't concentrate.
What I
wasn't
say,
a good student.
what
I
I
don't know
would
if you were a
say
good student, but I
is
wasn't a good
that
student 'cause of
we're
that.
no different than anybody else who's scatterbrained. We're just funny scatterbrained.
Maybe.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, maybe.
Because they always
I
try
agree
to
with that.
attribute, like they had something recently where they tried to say that, you know, they did, you know, some study, you know, nobody knows who the fuck did it, was trying to say that, you know, they interviewed all these comedians, you know, for this study to figure out what makes comedians funny. Now, immediately, I'm thinking any comedian worth anything is not going to be participating in that fucking thing. Or if they're new and they're struggling, they'll participate and they're going to give bullshit answers just to make their friend laugh or themselves laugh.
Right.
So they came up with this whole thing that, you know, comedians are all sociopaths or some fucking...
Oh, I saw it. I didn't like it. That's ridiculous.
It is, because I'm not saying there aren't comedians who are sociopaths, but there's firemen, there's mothers, there's all kinds of people that are there's leaders of the world who are sociopaths. It just what it is I think it's people who aren't funny. Only somebody who's not funny would try to figure out
do that, yeah.
why the fuck something's funny.
Absolutely.
Like
Yeah.
I wouldn't even know. Like when you were talking about that guy at the Yankee game who kept yelling out. They had this commercial where it was a bunch of Yankee fans, you were saying, that had spelt out Yankees across their chest.
And they were wrong.
Yeah, and they were hammered or whatever, right? Or they just were wrong.
They were just not organized where it said Yankee, so it said Ansky.
Ansky. So this guy at the game, anytime there was a lull in the game,
out of nowhere.
What would he?
There would be a lull in the game, and he would go, "Hey, what the hell is Ansky?" And everybody would just start laughing.
Yeah, and he knew when to do it.
Yes.
Like that guy, now that guy was not a comedian, but he had that comic timing when there was a lull in the game.
Yeah, he knew.
It wasn't important.
Yeah.
Time in the game. He knew probably if there was a TV timeout.
Yep.
You know, and he wanted to keep the excitement going and people's focus. Like that, it's like when I look at people who can like just fucking play an instrument unbelievably, play it by ear. You know, that's obviously just a hobby for me. So I have a tremendous amount of respect for people who can do that shit. But like, they could never just break down. Would you just sit there and be like, "Now, what makes this guy be able to play the guitar like that?" It's just like they're good at it.
It's an envious nerd who can't do it. That's what it is. It's somebody who maybe they wish they could do comedy. But the fact that somebody would do a study saying comedians are all sociopaths, that person never picked up a microphone once in their life. And maybe they had an issue with a comedian.
No, I'm not saying that I'm not a sociopath, but you know, you're a family man. You got 2 kids.
Listen.
You seem all right.
Listen.
Are you a psycho, Paul?
Comedians might be narcissistic. Sociopath. I looked up the definition of sociopath. Okay, there's like 11 things or something like that you could have.
Dude, let's look this up.
Go it up right now.
Look this up.
One thing I know for
Hang
a
on,
fact:
hang on.
antisocial parents is one of them. Okay, parents who, but like I mean antisocial. The world's out to get you. No, we're not going over there. They think this of us. We're not going over there.
All right, check 1 for me.
What? Okay.
My parents were like that. Hey, can I go on this field trip? No, Christ, I had a patient in the other day. He went on a field trip and he fell off the bus. He's gone. He's gone. There's nothing you can do about it. That was one of my first jokes I did in my act. Whatever you wanted to do, my dad had a patient in the other day and the kid died from it.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, he didn't want to drive us over to do it.
No, my dad. My dad would do
Now
it.
I look at it, it's fucking hilarious. I wouldn't do it either with one kid. Forget about having fucking all the ones he had. Hang on a second. How to spot a sociopath. Sorry with the bad mic here. Sociopath traits, which I misspelled. Spelled trats. How to identify a sociopath? Telling signs and behavior. Oh, what the fuck? Why won't this work? Come on, man.
My dad used to say people that when he disagreed with that they were crazy.
Here we go.
No, they're crazy. They're crazy.
He's a sociopath. All right, here we go. What is a sociopath? Who gives a fuck? Common traits. All right, the common characteristics and personality traits of sociopaths are based on the criteria used by clinicians who use the DSM. What the don't they realize morons want to read this? I don't give a shit. Just make a list.
Yeah, there should be just a list there.
They should. Dumb it down, right? One of the most common personality characteristics of sociopath is their grandiose sense of self-entitlement. Now, I don't have that.
No.
I go the other way. Sociopaths also often display a lack of remorse.
Yep.
And most have a very manipulative personality covered by superficial charm. Jesus, I know a couple of those.
Dude, I
know a
do
couple
too.
of these guys.
Me too.
All right, now wait a minute. So I'm not.
No, dude, you're a narcissist who has ADD.
Yeah. I would be that. Yeah, I would go with that. I would totally go with that.
Yeah, dude, dude, that's hitman shit. That's hitman.
I don't have a sense of self-entitlement.
No, dude, a hitman blows someone's brains out and goes eat a sandwich. That's a sociopath.
Yeah, he gets mad that he got blood on his shirt, right?
Yeah, that was that thing in Goodfellas when he goes, "Oh, I'm sorry about your floor." That's it. That's
Right.
what it is.
I didn't want to get blood on the floor.
Kind of fucked up people are they?
All right, friendships and romantic partners are often frequently disregarded and replaced when the relationship no longer suits their self-centered needs. The emotions of a sociopath. No, but even like the guy I was just thinking about being a sociopath, he doesn't have that. Well, I guess, can you have like most of it and then be a sociopath? What do you think there, Dr. Verzi? Not Dr. Verzi? Being talked to by not Dr. Burr?
No, I think, what's it called? I think that it's the remorse thing, and I definitely think it's the first thing you said, the sense of entitlement. Like
This is the cool one here. Look at this one. Jesus Christ. Cool like in like a reptilian, scary way. The emotions of a sociopath may appear to be sincere on the surface, cleverly disguised by superficial charm and feigned interest. Jesus Christ, that was me in every classroom I ever was in. Sitting there acting like you were interested so they wouldn't fucking call on you. Many sociopaths use manipulative measures to draw others to them. Chronic lying is a characteristic of nearly all sociopaths. Recklessness and aggressive behaviors are other characteristics, as well as impulsivity. A lack of remorse, you already said that, or what is generally termed conscience, is typical for sociopaths. This guy's repeating himself. The combination of at least 3 of the common sociopath characteristics paints a pretty good description of the common sociopath. I don't know. I actually lost interest halfway fucking through that. All right. It's ADD. It wasn't even trying to be funny. That came out of my mouth, and I realized I just did that again.
Well, no. Why don't you look up a narcissist? See the difference. Because narcissist is a selfishness, but it's almost like a good guy selfishness.
Yeah, but dude, I'm a Gemini, so I have I can be really like. I mean, I think
my son's a Gemini. Lucas is a
Gemini.
Gemini.
But I think I'm mainly a narcissist. But then I can be like really considerate and generous.
Dude, Lucas, my son Lucas is a Gemini. He's got. When you look at what a Gemini's traits are, dude, he's every one of them.
Oh, Jesus Christ! When are you taking out the crystal ball? All right, hang on a second. I love how I brought up fucking...
What do you mean crystal ball?
I love how I brought up Geminis, and then you start talking about signs, and then I act like you brought it up. All right, here. How do you spell narcissist? Come on, Paul. Let's show how dumb we are. N-A-R, narcissism.
I would say N-A-R, maybe what? C-A, maybe?
I would have gone with that if the right spelling didn't come up. Narcissistic...
Traits.
Let's go with behaviors.
Narcissistic behaviors.
All right.
Because narcissists have remorse.
Do they?
Yeah, I think so. they feel bad. They suck.
Oh, here we go. I found one that's dumbed down. 30 red flags of being a narcissist. Here we go.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
All right. You feel on edge around this person, but you still want them to like you. What is this? Wait a second. I gotta figure what the fuck. Who is you in this? So what's the difference about this list? Well, for one, it's specifically about relationship, but it's also about you. Each point requires introspection and self-awareness, because if you want to spot toxic people, you cannot focus entirely on their behavior. That's only half the battle. Oh, that's pretty cool. You must also come to recognize the looming red flags in your own heart. All right, so this is saying if you're in a relationship with a narcissist.
Yeah, they don't have a list? They don't just have
Paul, I'm trying to make it easy
No,
here.
I thought they said 30 lists, like 30 things. Nothing?
Well, maybe we can actually use our brains and just figure this out here. Okay, you feel on edge around this person, but you still want them to like you. 2, uses sex as a tool for control. Creepo.
That's sick.
Plasters your Facebook page with compliments, flattery, songs, and poems. They text you dozens, if not hundreds of times per day. You come to rely on this over-communication as a source of confidence.
Wow.
Oh, so they give it to you, then they take it away. You're not texting me 400 times a day. Did I do something wrong?
Oh, then I'm
Is that what they're doing?
No, I'm not.
Yeah, I'm not that.
No.
I can't spell enough words to text more than 30 times a day. All right. Quickly declares you their soulmate. I don't do that. Compares you to everyone else in their life. You're just like my mother. Lies. You remind me of my Uncle Petey. Lies and excuses.
That's everybody.
No startle response. You know what the fuck? Can you just have a one for dumb people? All right, here we go. Red flag narcissistic behaviors. Jesus Christ, look at the bitch's fucking picture on this.
Holy shit.
Is this about her or is she going to tell me? Okay. Extreme infatuation with oneself, self-centered, expects to be recognized as superior.
All right, now you're getting warmer.
Is that you?
Now you're getting warmer. No, I don't want to be superior. I mean, you know.
Extreme infatuation with oneself, self-centered, expects to be recognized. And just picture somebody combing their mane with a mirror. Is preoccupied with fantasies of unlimited power, success, brilliance, beauty, or ideal love. Sees himself as special. Dude, this is fucking hilarious. And should only have to affiliate.
Oh, shit. This is funny.
This is a good one. This is a great one. Sees himself as special and should only have to affiliate with others of the similar stature. Tell you, I should be friends with that Obama. I can't believe he hasn't called me yet.
That's fucking funny, man.
Takes advantage of others. Takes advantage of others to achieve his needs. Demonstrates. That's an ugly one. The other ones are funny. What's
the ugly one? What's the one?
Takes advantage of others to achieve his needs. I don't like that one.
No.
That other shit, just staring in the mirror, thinking you're the shit.
Just thinking you should be friends with everybody like who's big.
Demonstrates a constant need for admiration or approval. You know, my dad he'd be upstairs shaving.
Yeah.
And it was sort of a joke, but he wasn't joking, but he was. It was funny.
Yeah.
We'd be downstairs eating breakfast or something, be up there getting ready for work, and he'd be shaving in the mirror. And then when he finished, you just hear him, he'd be like, "Good-looking son of a bitch." And my mother would always laugh and shake her head, but I think that's more she just liked a confident guy or something like that. So
I think that sounds kind of like a joke, like a half
That's a
joke.
joke.
Yeah, he's playing.
but he's saying it out loud. But I do that. Makes Nia laugh all the time. I'll do it. I'll do that.
That's great.
I'll just be like, God damn it, I'm a good-looking guy. I'll just do shit like that.
Yeah.
She's like, oh, shut up, right?
Yeah.
There we go. Now, everybody's going to text me what a fucking ugly bastard I am. Like I don't know that already. Fuck yourselves. Demonstrates a constant need for admiration or approval. Exaggerates personal achievements while minimizing those of others. That's fucking hilarious. I want to be around this guy. I'll tell you, it was great. It's great the way you came up with the game plan. But
I was just gonna say
the way I was cheering in the crowd. Dude, I got this chant going. And I tell you, I could see it in Tom Brady's face. He knew.
Yeah.
He knew by what I was doing in the crowd that
Yeah. And then he tries to knock the other guy's chant.
he called an audible, which I wouldn't have done. I would have stuck with the play.
And then but then it says he diminishes the other guy.
That's
the
right.
other guy's chant was all right, but I got more of them going.
Yeah.
I got.
And that guy came up to me at the end of the game
And
was
he
just
said, "You
like,
were great."
I don't usually say this, but you were amazing.
Keep going. This list is great.
You know why this is because this reminds me of so many guys I used to hang out with and gamble with and all that type of shit. Like all these guys, like this is a brutal. If you're a narcissist and you walk into a fucking casino, it's fucking brutal because you're going to walk in thinking you're James Bond and you have this system and you're going to take the whole fucking house down.
Yo, I got to tell you, there's nothing funnier than that one that you read that said that they think they're superior, so they should only be hanging out with people that are superior. That is so fucking funny.
Fucking hilarious, yeah. All right, is convinced that he/she is unique.
Yeah.
I like how that just suggests, that just takes it. We're all special. This website's like, no, you're not. Feels entitled to special treatment and that rules frequently don't apply to him. I don't have the first half, but I have the second half.
Oh, yeah.
I have problems with authority. I definitely do. I told you that story, right? Where I didn't. I told you that fucking story.
Great.
Oh, yeah. I didn't get caught either.
That's great.
My proposed love and marriage within only a few weeks. May propose love and marriage within only a few weeks of starting a relationship. That definitely wasn't me. Very charismatic or charming at first, but can quickly switch from Dr. Jekyll to Mr. Hyde. This fucking lady, these are all just the same thing over and over again. Oh, wait. Panics, cries, begs, and becomes emotional if he anticipates an end to a relationship.
That's not me.
I swear to God, I'll pay attention to you more.
I was wrong.
What do you want me to
I
do?
love you. I was wrong.
May harass or stalk you if you do break up. Oh, because he wants to be the one who breaks up, or she. Quick to anger or feel insulted or slighted. Rages with anger or inflicts the silent treatment when upset. Ding, 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 ding. I got that. Quick to anger. I got that. I wouldn't stalk somebody. Denies he/she has issues to work on. That's fucking. Sees himself, herself as nearly perfect. I fucking love this guy. What are you talking about? What are you talking?
That's so funny.
Maybe you ought to work on yourself. Adapt around me. Drives recklessly and way too fast. Exaggerates the truth or blatantly lies. Dude, I want to be around this guy and just listen to him tell stories. This is the funniest shit. Rarely treats anyone with respect or kindness. Doesn't acknowledge or respect others' boundaries. Always wants to be in control. May drink and drive regularly. Yeah, because he doesn't give a fuck about other people. His/her need for attention, time, and space matter. His need for attention, time, and space matter. Your needs do not. Let me just read one more of these before this gets boring. Uses sex as a weapon through withholding, controlling, or being overly demanding. I said, suck it. It's the best dick ever. Doesn't appear to have a conscience, does not take criticism well, and becomes easily defensive, is easily hurt and insulted. Jesus Christ. That was a fucking hilarious list.
Really funny.
Yeah, that is funny though, huh? Sees himself as fucking superior and should only be hanging around superior beings.
That's
all right,
really
let me read. I got to do the other fucking advertising here. Where the hell am I? All right, I got two more, right? Two more. On two, ready, break. Okay. LegalZoom, everybody. The excitement of starting your business, getting your first customer, and finally quitting your job hasn't moved you to action yet. Here's another great... What? It should say if. We're missing the if. Starting over. LegalZoom, take two. LegalZoom, everybody. If the excitement of starting your own business, getting your first customer, and finally quitting your goddamn day job hasn't moved you to action yet, here's another great reason to get started. Dude, I need some fucking water. Just talk to the people here for a second.
All right.
Tell them what you got going on, Paul.
Monday morning podcast listeners. Here, you want to come and see me? Well, you know what? I'm going to be.
What you got going on? Go ahead.
I'm going to be. What do you mean? I'm going to be in fucking Canada with you. I'm going to be out here in Canada with Bill until March 21st. Everybody, away from my wife and kids, and with this maniac for the next fucking 2.5 weeks. And you know something, the more I think about it, if you think I'm doing water for the next 2.5 fucking weeks, it's on tonight. I'm tapping out. 53 days. That's it.
That's it? You're calling it a...
I'm dry. Yeah, it stops here.
Dude, all of a sudden my fucking throat got really dry. All right, let's try this again. Take 3. LegalZoom, everybody. If the excitement of starting your business, getting your first customer, and finally quitting your job hasn't moved you to action yet, here's another great reason. It's National Start Your Business Month. And LegalZoom wants to help you start your own corporation or LLC or file a DBA so you can get up and running quickly and easily. Find out why more than 1 million entrepreneurs use LegalZoom to start down the path of successful business ownership. This month only, take advantage of their National Start Your Business Month special and get a free 3-month trial of all the new QuickBooks, making it so much easier to run your new business. That's a $119 value for absolutely free. How do you get it? Well, you type in Burr, B-U-R-R, in the referral box at checkout. That's LegalZoom.com, promo code Burr. LegalZoom helps provide self-help services and can connect you with the right attorney, but they're not a law firm. LegalZoom.com, promo code Burr, B-U-R-R. And last but not least, Hulu Plus. All right, you've probably tried Hulu.com. Now with Hulu Plus, you can watch your favorite shows anytime, anywhere. Hulu Plus lets you watch thousands of hit TV shows and a selection of acclaimed movies on your television or on the go with your smartphone or tablet. And it all streams in HD for the best viewing experience. With Hulu Plus, you can watch your favorite current TV shows like Saturday Night Live, Community, and Family Guy. You can also check out exclusive content, including Hulu originals like The Awesomes, starring SNL's Seth Meyers, and Moon Boy, starring Chris O'Dowd from Bridesmaids. Hulu Plus also offers a great selection of acclaimed films. For only $7.99 a month, you can stream as many TV shows and movies as you want, wherever you want. Right now, you can try Hulu Plus for free for 2 weeks when you go to huluplus.com/Bill. That's a special offer from my listeners. Make sure you use huluplus.com/Bill so you get the extended free trial, and that they know that I sent you there. Go to huluplus.com/Bill now. Click on the Hulu Plus banner on the podcast page at billburr.com. There's one more here. Sorry. Hang on. I got to get some water here.
You nailed that one.
Did I?
Yeah, that was fucking tits. You nailed that like a split hog.
All right, eVoice. eVoice, everybody. You are a business owner, but automated phone systems and secretaries aren't in your budget just yet, and juggling incoming calls yourselves makes it hard to look like a professional. Here's something that will dramatically help you make more money in 2014. What is it? Well, it's eVoice, everybody. Whether you're a business of 1 or 100, eVoice will help you manage all of your incoming calls. With a toll-free number, dial-by-name directory, and call routing tools, your business will sound like $1 million. Can't take the call? No problem. eVoice will transcribe the voicemail and email it right to you, so you'll never be caught off guard again. And with eVoice, you can try it before you buy it. Right now, just for my listeners, you can get a 60-day trial to eVoice for absolutely free. How do you get it? You go to eVoice.com and you enter the promo code BILL, B-I-L-L, at checkout. Take charge of your business and make more money in 2014. Go to eVoice.com and enter BILL at checkout for your 60-day free trial. That's eVoice.com, promo code BILL. Jesus Christ, I got the hiccups halfway through that.
Dude, that was...
It's better
pretty
than
good.
I usually do. Well, you know, I read the same copy every week. You'd think I'd get it down by now.
Oh, you do? It's like it doesn't change.
Well, for the most part, it doesn't. Where I fuck
right,
up.
then that's not that impressive.
Fuck up. Yeah, it shouldn't be. It shouldn't. All right. Let's go here. Time travel. Time travel. Billy Thrills. If you could travel to any time period prior to 1900, but you were forced to live out your life there and you couldn't come back to the present, where would you choose to go? Keep in mind, anything before 1900 means everyone probably smells and dies at 40 years of age. That's not true. Not if you have money. You lived long. Ben Franklin lived for a long time, and he was a fucking booze bag. out there flying his kite in the rain.
Did he live long?
Yeah. Yeah, he lived to be 70.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and he went out there with his kite in the rain, and he was fucking shit-faced. So he had his house keys tied to the thing. That's the real story of how he discovered electricity. He was fucking hammered.
Are you serious?
Yeah, he was out of his fucking mind. And if he was actually stone sober, he probably would have died because he would have tensed up when he got electrocuted. But because he was drunk, he was all relaxed, like, hey, man. Yeah. And he just rolled down the hill, landed on his bald. That's actually how he went bald. He went down the hill when the lightning struck. It hit the key and it blew the top of his head off.
What?
Yeah. New studies have shown all of this.
Oh, I thought it was just fucking male pattern baldness.
No.
That's
He got elected. No. Like 30% of people, this is the worst thing. They never talk about it. If you get struck by lightning, like you immediately, it blows off that top part.
Are you serious?
Yeah. And it doesn't come back either.
Well, it wouldn't make a difference with me, but fucking.
That's why Michael Bolton does that charity. He does that charity thing for.
Don't tell me he does a charity for people that get struck by
lightning. Got their hair blown off. I can't believe you believe in this shit. I'm just making all of this up.
No, the fucking top of the head. Yeah.
No, it doesn't.
But does he have a charity?
Michael Bolton?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But not for that.
No.
Oh. Fucking, you committed to that.
I did. All right, let's continue.
I'm sitting here like, this fucking...
Dude, that was getting so deep, I couldn't keep a straight face. I'm like, there's no way he's believing this one. All right, this one. Skidded down the hill. I said that's how he went bald. And I go, no, wait, here's a better lie. And you're still like, really? Is that what happened? Jesus Christ, Paul. What's the world coming to? All right, Paul, if you could live any time period before 1900, anywhere, anytime.
Oh, man.
Where would you go?
I don't know. I would go somewhere where there was a war. But wait, but in the question, can I take things from the present?
Oh, let's see. You time traveled any period, 1900. Dude, what the fuck would you bring here? The second you pulled anything out, they'd think you were a witch and they'd kill you.
What I'm saying is I would go to there with like shit that they don't have now.
That's what I'm saying.
And like in a war though, and I'd fucking just lace, like if I took a side, you know, you go with a couple Uzis or a fucking machine gun, you just fucking lay, you'd be a fucking god forever. You'd be a hero. You know, you'd be a god.
So what are you going to do? You're just going to walk out in the field in your Nike fucking sweatshirt? Your Jordans?
Yeah, just walk out, dress like this, and they would be like, you know, when they were packing muskets and doing the whole thing. And I'd be like, no, guys, I got this.
So what year?
I just fucking, and they would be like, oh my God. I would just be the fucking man forever. I'd be the man forever. You imagine that?
Yeah, I'm trying to wrap my head around where they're not completely freaked out by you. You're going to go. So what, wait, first of all, what year are you going back to?
Well, he said what? He said prior 1900?
Yeah, so what year are you going back to? The packing muskets. So what are we talking here?
Well, there was a couple of them, wasn't there? What is it, like 1870s?
1870s?
Right?
Well, by 1870s, they had like the Winchesters and those repeating rifles, and that they actually had their first like machine gun in the Civil War, I believe, Spanish American, anyways, where you had the little crank and you fucking mowed them down.
So I go before that time then.
So you're talking like if I was you, I would go early 1800s.
Okay, so I'd go early 1800s.
Yep.
And I would bring some sort of.
Who are you going to mow down? What if you went in the French and Indian War, and you actually fought on the side of the Indians?
What year was?
Just mowed down a bunch of French people.
Well, either way, whichever side I decided to choose, like when I got there and they saw that I showed up from a time machine, right? One group's going to be nicer to me, right?
No, they're all going to be completely freaked out by you.
Right, but there's going to be
view you as a threat, and you'll probably have to turn your Uzi on them. Then you'd have to steal their clothes, and then try to fucking do an accent.
I would choose the side of the people that were the nicest, warmest to me when I got there, and then I would fucking become their savior.
Nobody's going to be nice to you, Paul.
Do you understand that if I did that, they would rewrite the book on me? They would be a mythical.
No, they would kill you.
No, I would be like their Jesus.
They would kill you, Paul. They would kill you.
They would tell stories.
What happened to Jesus?
No, they would tell.
What happened to Jesus? He got crucified.
Yeah, but he didn't have an Uzi. Okay, so.
Yeah, but you're going to run out of bullets, though.
No, but in the question, it doesn't specify like what I'm coming with. I'm going to go prepared.
How big is this fucking time machine?
No. No, I'm going to go with like a bunch of clips and a couple of Uzis, okay? And they're going to write fucking stories about me.
They're
be like,
mass murdering psycho from the fucking future.
They're going to go some mythical
wearing lazy clothes.
some Italian
lazy
Greek dude
clothes.
from New York. Some Italian dude from New York.
They don't even know what New York is. Oh, actually, maybe they want New York. Yeah, dude, you're not. Listen, Paul. This is the key.
They wouldn't all kill me.
But Paul,
I would say, I'm here to help you. Listen, I came to this. Listen to what I would tell them, okay? And then you tell them what you'd say. I'd say, look, I came from the future to help you. This machine brought me here to help you. I'm going to solve your problems. And then I would fucking pull out the
Okay. Now let me ask you this, Paul. Let's do this. Let's say,
okay,
fucking after this tour, you can't sleep one night, and you look out your backyard, and you see this fucking thing appear out of nowhere.
Right.
And this guy gets out and starts walking towards your fucking house from a time machine. And let's just say you have a shotgun. And this guy walks up and he goes, no, hey, listen, Paul. And he's wearing these weird workout clothes from 300 years in the future. Listen, I'm here to help you. I'm here to do things that you're going to like. You're going to fucking trust this guy?
No, because I was sleeping in my bed, and I'm talking about I want to show up to a conflict. I want to show up to the moment of a conflict and fucking take a side and win it. I want to win the game for the team, is what I'm saying.
It's a very narcissistic behavior here, Paul.
You know?
You think you're just going to show up on a battlefield?
They're going to be like, our brothers.
Show up and you fucking walk out of this thing with a hoodie, sweatshirt, and a fucking Uzi.
Yeah,
and the Union Army and the rebels are not going to, like, one of them is going to embrace you.
Yeah, one of those groups are losing fathers and sons, and I go, I got this. Fuck the musket. And I just fucking lace out an army. They're going to look at me like, dude, this guy, what are they going to do? They're going to go, we've been saved. He was sent.
They would, once they realize you are mortal, they would fucking they would take your weapons, is what they would do.
How they getting the Uzi from me if they're fucking packing a musket and they have knives?
Because, what are you talking, Paul? Because you're going to have your fucking back to them. If you're shooting at the other guy. Paul, you know what they're going to do? They're going to probably act nice to you.
This would be a hilarious
and then what they're going to do is they're going to try to figure out where the fuck you came from. They're going to immediately confiscate your fucking time machine, and they're going to try to see if they can duplicate it so they can run the fucking world.
Okay, how are they going to confiscate the time machine from me? When I'm the one with the ammo, I'm the one with the semi-automatic weapons. I'm the one who's just saying, what are they going to do?
What are they going to do, Paul? Is they're going to fucking put an all-points bulletin out on every fucking goddamn tree out there. Wanted. Sweatpant guy from the future. This man alone has been in this time zone, this era, for fucking 20 minutes and has already killed 600 people.
No, but here's the thing. The question was, where would you go and if you couldn't come back? If I survived this, I'm a legend.
Did you see?
Legend.
Forget about. I know you didn't read anything in history.
Yeah,
let's just talk movies,
history.
Okay.
Yeah, World War II.
Like what? That there's muskets in 1870?
No. What fucking
they're
World War II
packing the
and
guns.
shit?
I mean, in 1870.
I just laugh so hard at seeing dots. No, World War II. I read about shit.
You literally sound like you're sitting on a stoop right now. I know stuff.
Go ahead. What was the question? What were you
Paul,
saying?
I was going to ask. I was going to talk about people in history, but how about we'll go with movies. All right.
All right.
You saw There Will Be Blood.
Yes.
Okay, that's based off like the robber barons of the fucking 1800s. The people who got involved in
oil rig guy, yeah.
The railroad guys, the Rockefellers, the Vanderbilts, the fucking people who
who fucking started it all. Yeah.
Yeah, they came over here, right?
Mm-hmm.
They fucking got it. It was wide open. You could do whatever the fuck you want, and they did it.
Right.
All right. It's funny. I made fun of you for being stupid. I can't even explain this. These guys, the J.P. Morgans and all these types of fucking guys, when you show up with this machine where they can fucking change the past, they can change the fucking future, these sociopath psychos are not going to let you, Paul Verzi, once they fucking sit down and they talk to you, Paul, they see where the fuck you're at, they will pretend to be friends with you, and when the second you set down your Uzi to have a little bit of mutton with them in their villa, they would cut you ear to ear.
No. First of all, I'm too fucking street smart to ever put my Uzi down and let them and start fucking drinking tea and eating crumpets with these fucking
I don't like how you think you're street smart in every fucking era. Like you know what the signs are in 1812.
You think I'm gonna leave my fucking Uzi down when nobody's got one? That's gold to those people. That ends problems. I would never do that.
So you're gonna become friends with these people, always having a gun trained on them.
So how
That's
about
what you're
this?
telling me?
No. So how about this? This is what I could also do. I could get there on my time machine and I could befriend one person, and I could let them know that I'm here to help them if they need, and tell them what I could do, and then maybe they can say, "Hey, listen, when we get into, when the rebels come, I got a guy."
You know what? I wasn't even listening. I was thinking about what I was going to do.
All right. Well, what would you do?
I would go back to, 1900. I would go back. Keep in mind, anything prior to 1900, I would go back to 1899. Okay? It's because I want the most up-to-date medical fucking shit available for when I come down with, polio or whatever bullshit that's going to hit me. What I would do is I would try out and make a Major League Baseball team, and I would fucking destroy them with my knowledge of nutrition, my 120 years in the future, my knowledge of nutrition. You know what I would do? I would take some PEDs back with me before they even know how to test for it, and I would fucking roid up.
Fucking just give Babe Ruth.
And I would try out for the Boston Red Sox, and we would win it for every fucking year right through the 20s.
That's a great idea.
That's what I would do.
But you'd have to go back with steroid. Yeah, you'd have to go back. You'd have to convince these people that you're going to inject
I
them.
still don't think I could hit a curveball, though.
Huh?
I still don't think I could hit a fucking curveball. But I just figure if I went back to the fucking look, I couldn't make a Major League Baseball team in the 1900s, but I think I could make one in the 1890s. So just have me go back. When did it start? 1880. Join the fucking Phillies. I wouldn't want them to win a championship.
Well,
when did the fucking Red Sox come around?
They were the first. The Red Sox came around in what? 1890?
Early 1900s. I'd like to play whenever they built Fenway in 1912. I would just like to come up to bat. God damn it, I couldn't do it. So I'd have to go back. But I'm my age now. I'd be too fucking old by then. Fuck.
Yeah, but you'd still kill it, though.
All right, this is what I would do. I'd become totally fluent in Latin. And I would fucking go back and I'd watch a game at the Roman Coliseum.
That's fun. I'm telling
It's
you.
all sports related.
I would just take my chances with. I would just go with all the heavy artillery. I would be a defense. I would be, I'm going the Ronald Reagan route. Just spend all the money on defense. I would hope that they would utilize me that way, as an asset, military wise.
Dude, you're out of your mind, dude.
Why?
Like, just me going back thinking that I could fucking make a team. Because I looked at them back in those 1890s, like they were like softball teams. They just had ringers there. Those guys didn't stretch.
Dude, but you're not
They just went up
understanding
there.
something. Back in the Wild West days, they fucking went outside and they went back to back and then 10 paces. I fucking get rid of that, man. I'm talking about I have everything. I'm an asset.
You don't have anything, Paul. What you have is a gun and bullets. You have the best gun with the best bullets. But you're ignoring the fact that an entire army is going to go after you. That they're not going to allow.
I'm running up the hill in windbreaker pants.
They're not going to allow you. They wouldn't allow you to take power. Paul, the way that you seize power is you assimilate and you work your way up through the ranks, and then you strike when the time is right. That's how you do it. If you try and start your own, you come in there all rogue.
No, dude,
like, listen, I have better shit than you guys could ever dream of having, but don't worry, I'm your friend. These fucking paranoid assholes, these control freaks, you could not live. They would be smearing you in the papereth every fucking day, talking about
this reminds me of that
you were a bigger threat than the savages that need to be clear. They would put you above getting rid of Native Americans at that point. You would have to be eliminated. But not before they found out how took apart the gun to figure out how it worked, tortured you for all the fucking knowledge that you had, and grilled you about that time machine to figure out if you built it or you just fucking used it.
So what if I lied to him and I said I could get more of this? I got a time machine. Nobody knows where it is, but I could go back and get more of this. Like, so if they knew that I could, you know what I mean? If I lied to him that way.
That's the best move you've said out of all of this scenario, where maybe, you could do a play on their greed. And their desire to have more. That's actually a smart fucking move. But if you just think that you're just going to show up with your fucking cigar and your Uzi and come walking out on a battlefield.
Dude, this sketch, I almost want to do this.
And just change the course of history depending on who was nicer to you. What if the Germans were nicer to you in World War II? I mean, if they had nice uniforms, Paul, you're going to side with them?
Dude, how funny would it be just watching me going there with Air Maxes on, Nike Air Maxes on, a cigar, and a sweatshirt? I'm like, listen, sit down. I got a gun that could solve it, and I just show the guy. I would fucking love to see the looks on their faces. And then all of a sudden they rebel against me.
I think if you actually went out there and you mowed down the whole other side with what you had.
Yeah. That was my original. That's my thought.
I would think that if I was on
my
luckily
side.
on your side,
Yeah.
I would slowly be backing away as you were doing it, and then I would slip into the woods and fucking run away. Is what I would do. I would get the fuck away from you because I don't. Paul, you understand what the fuck I'm seeing? Okay, you're gonna show up in your space clothes with your fucking ray gun. I mean, it's just like I'm out of there. I'm fucking out of there. I'm gonna leave, and if you come towards me, I'm gonna shoot. I mean, if a fucking alien landed and I had a gun, fuck his ray gun, fuck all that bullshit. If it starts coming towards me, I gotta shoot at it.
If that happened, I'd be living in the biggest house in the 18th. I'd have all the women I would be the fucking Jesus there. They would fucking draw pictures of me.
Dude, you know what it is, Paul? This is your own little narcissistic head trip, and that's the exact thing that would bring you down.
You know something? I think that this is a great answer to your listener's question.
First of all, you're acting. You know what I love about all of this, Paul?
What?
You're acting like you know how to make a fucking Uzi.
No, I'm saying I would
bring
bring
a
one.
machine. You're going to bring one. So all
Yeah.
you did was bring it, and they're going to figure it out because the scientists back then were just as brilliant as the scientists now. They just don't have the information that the ones do today. So they would immediately break down your fucking what you are. That
They
you're
would have to take my gun.
That you're a stand-up comedian. That's what they would do. Well, what are you going to do, Paul? What are you going to do for food? You're going to Uzi a deer? Okay. And then do you know how to start a fire without some wood?
Yeah.
Rubbing them together? You know how to do that?
Yeah.
How do you do it? You know how to start a fire without matches?
Yeah, I mean, I've seen it done. I've watched it on TV. I've seen it on I've seen it on YouTube. I did. I fucking seen it on YouTube when we ran out of matches at the house one time. I swear to God, I was watching a clip.
Yeah, I've watched it too.
Yeah, the guy
Have you ever
takes,
sat down
the
and done Have you
the
done
fucking,
it?
He gets the driest, whatever they call it, the grass or the dry fucking.
Paul, I'm going to tell you this right now.
And they fucking.
If you can start a fire.
And they twist the thing. They
Right. If you can start a fire tonight. All right, we'll go to the Toronto's Central Park. If you can start a fire, I'll give you all the money I'm going to make on this tour. Don't watch the YouTube video again. I want to see you start this fucking fire. Okay, and if you don't,
I need some wood or
if
a
you
shrub thing.
if you don't, then you have to walk into Lake Ontario with your Jordans on.
Like Pathurti and shit.
Well, that's the point. I
Yeah,
want you to suffer.
You're hilarious. You're like, yeah, you did see it. Wow.
All right, let's go with baby names here. Jesus Christ, this is becoming a long one here. All right, baby names. Dear Billy Trimester, my wife and I are expecting our first child. We don't know whether it's a boy or a girl, but we're starting to talk about names. My inclination is to go with a name that's not trendy but not super common, like Mike.
Oh, whoever wrote this, I like.
But part of me is like, fuck it. Name the kid Hendrix or Wolf. Something he can take to the playground and build a reputation around. What would be your strategy? Oh, you're the parent, Paul. What do you think?
What she said about the whole Mike thing is exactly what me and Stacy said. You know
what he said.
Well, what he said. When my wife was pregnant with Lucas, I just didn't want George, Mike, Joey, Anthony. I just didn't want that. I wanted something different, and I agree. I mean, Wolf and Hendrix is a little much. Calling your kid Wolf, he's gonna get fucked. It's a badass name, but if he's not badass, it's fucked. Like if he's in proscenium, or if he's a fucking singer and his name is Wolf. Yeah. You can't have a singer named Wolf. Fucking becomes an opera star, but you have to fucking, Wolfgang. I like that though. I don't like super common, but I don't like, what's her name? Gwyneth Paltrow, Apple, or fucking, Coco
crazy.
Or something crazy. So I think it's something respectful, really nice,
yeah, but the thing is, you got to make sure you pick the right one. Where like, I remember for a minute. Remember those Dylan, Dakota years? Everybody was naming their kids that bullshit.
Dakota, fucking Tanner.
Tanner, that was another bad one.
What was Tyler? No, I don't know if Tyler's.
Tyler's fine.
Tyler's all right, but
How about one of those?
Bryce. What do you think of Bryce?
I hate the B ones.
Me too.
I don't like them.
No, yeah, me too.
Even though I am one, I'm a mainstream one. I don't mind Bill, Bob, that bullshit, but like who the fuck does that? Like they name like they'll have like, or Roger Clemens, named all his kids began with a K, because he strikes everybody out.
Like, talk about sociopath.
Fucking narcissist, right?
Oh, everything.
Cody, Kyle,
yeah, everything
Karen,
everything had to do with
K.
fucking his.
Yeah. Cunt. Anyways, yeah, I don't know. We actually, I've talked about that type of shit. I don't know, man. That's a tough one. I know
you just can't be selfish because it's not about you. And those Hollywood people that name the fucking names, it's about them. It's about them, and it shouldn't be. This person, this individual,
they have to live with that.
This person's
fucking name.
going to school. This person's going to be traveling. This person's going to have their name called out in public many, many times. Their name is going to be read.
Hey,
so you can't look at it like
idea.
you. What's
hang
it?
Hang on. I'm going to look up bad celebrity baby names. All right. Bad celebrity kid names.
A lot of people go with destination.
Worst celebrity baby names. You knew there'd be something out there. All right, here we go. This is very listy this week. Come on, load, you fucking cocksucker. I'm actually I'm loading some video right now to be posted on the podcast page of the Oval in Halifax, and actually you skating.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead.
You posting that? Go ahead.
Go ahead. Where the fuck are they? Oh, you fucking cunt. Why won't it load? The worst celebrity baby names. Here it is. I think the first one is Apple. Oh, Tomorrow. You just know that the name came up during a drunken T-U. Oh, Tomorrow. Oh, no. Why would you do that?
Wait, what is it?
The guy's name's Rob Morrow. Or Morrow, I don't know. And they named their kid Tomorrow.
Ugh, that's awful.
You won't be coming out tomorrow. Ugh. All right. Zuma Nesta Rock.
Who's that?
Gwen Stefani and Gavin Rossdale. Okay, sure, Zuma is the name of a beach in Malibu. That's lovely, but it's also a computer game. I thought it was a fucking drink. That's Zima. And the diminutive form of a term for a bad gastrointestinal. Jesus Christ. Zuma?
Well, what's it called? Kim Kardashian just named
Penn
it.
Jillette named his kid Moxie Crime Fighter.
That's fucking awful. That's a selfish fucking move. That's a fucking selfish move. What a fucking asshole. I shouldn't say that.
Jason Lee named a kid Pilot Inspector.
Ugh.
Pilot? How do you not just be an arrogant ass if your name is Pilot? Is that it? What do we got next?
Well, Kardashian named it Northwest. That's more of like a
Direction?
airline. Yeah, I just,
This girl named her fucking kid Audio Science.
This falls under the sociopath thing we're talking about.
Isn't this kind of like cruelty?
This is ridiculous.
All right. Somebody named a kid Heavenly Harani Tiger Lily.
I mean, are these jokes? Like,
Yeah, why don't you just name your kid Douchebag or something like that and just get it over with? Please punch me in the face.
I think it would be
How
funny
about
if
this one? Fifi Trixie Bell.
these are not even like if a Southern guy went fucking like
Bogart. Bogart
Maybe it's
Che.
a titty fucker.
Dude, I have named a dog that. Bogart Che Peyote. Peyote.
That's terrible.
Do celebrities actually think that children have superpowers? This person, Kal-El, I don't know. I don't know what the fuck that means. I don't.
Oh, Kal-El. You know what Kal-El is?
No, I don't.
You don't?
No, I don't. I'm not into superheroes.
Kal-El is Superman. Superman's father,
Oh.
I believe.
Oh, my God.
Something with Superman.
Somebody named their kid Hero. Why would you do that?
He better be tough.
Bronx Mogul. Bronx isn't a bad name. You just can't live in New York.
Bronx is a terrible name, Bill.
Well, I mean, after fucking seeing some of the other ones, it's not bad, right?
I mean, it's better than Pilot Inspector, but it's still fucking...
Diva Thin Muffin.
No, it's not.
I swear to God.
Ugh.
What? Diva Thin sounds like a way for... All right, this is just sad. Buddy Bear. All right, I'm done.
Yeah.
All right, this is just bad. Well, let's what happened to this podcast, dude? We're just fucking sitting there going on and on here. All right, documentary recommendation. This is the last thing. Bill, have you seen The Act of Killing? Have you seen that, Paul?
I didn't. I heard it was great.
Yeah, he goes, I can't even explain it. You just have to watch it. Basically, in the 60s in Indonesia, there were enforcers that murdered people for being communists, in quotes, who idolized American gangster culture. So picture a 5'5" Asian dude trying to walk like Humphrey Bogart. I got to watch it. All right, guess what, people? That's the podcast for this week. Paul, thanks for being a guest. And
I had a blast. Thanks for having me, man.
Yeah, so next week I'll do your podcast.
Yeah.
And hopefully, dude, I hope that, tonight when we fall off the fucking wagon,
it's going to be epic.
I hope it's just not a blitzkrieg of drunk stories next week.
No.
No, we'll be fine.
We'll be fine.
Yeah, everything that we've done in the past is...
We'll be fine.
Yeah, we've demonstrated that we can handle alcohol, right?
What do we do, plugs now?
Yeah, what are you plugging?
Well, I'm going to be here till the 21st with you, so just check the fucking
There you go.
website. Then going out to L.A. Oh, we'll talk about that on the next one, right?
Yeah, I want to have a hair restoration.
No, you don't.
No. I don't want to. I want to have I need one, but I want to have a hair restoration person advertise on this, so then have them come on so they can give their hair plug. Oh Jesus!
What did they just butt up? No. Oh, when I get back to New York, if you guys, anybody listening in the New York, New Jersey area, I'm going to be at Levity Live on the 21st through the 23rd. You could check that out. Please check out my podcast, The Verzi Effect. Bill's been on it a few times. It's doing really well. You guys check it out on iTunes, and it's also on Podbean. I just did my 150th episode, so check out The Verzi Effect.
You're bragging.
Yeah, check out The Verzi. It's doing well. I got to pump it.
Of course it is.
The
It's
Verzi,
doing well. Verzi Effect, and it's just Paul by himself.
No, yeah, sometimes I have a guest. I have a guest every 10 episodes, but it's me. I talk movies. I talk sports. I do an unacceptable for the week, which is something that just bugs me. So check that out, and get me on Twitter, at Paul Verzi. That's Virzi.
You know what was unacceptable? You know what was unacceptable?
The airplane thing?
Flying in. Paul's fucking sitting across me on the aisle, and some lady shows up and goes, do you mind switching seats so I can sit next to my daughter? Paul says, fine. Her fucking daughter had a middle seat. Paul traded an aisle.
On a packed flight.
And this daughter was like, what, 16, 17? She's a fucking adult.
Daughter was 16, 17, and I said, sure, ma'am. And then I sat in the other aisle seat, and the guy goes, no. The guy goes, I think you're in the middle. Awful. Unacceptable.
Totally unacceptable. We're an hour and 42 minutes in. We got a game to go to, and I got to get this podcast up. All right, brother. I'll fucking talk to you in the second this is over. We're hanging out.
Thanks for having me.
See you.
Later.